क्या चल रहा है गाइस? व्हाट्सअप व्हाट्सअप। हम वापस आ गए। हमें एक नया गेम खेलना है। हाँ, क्या बोल रहे हो गाइस? तुम कुछ बोलते नहीं हो। चलो। अच्छा, क्या हो गया? ये आ गया। अच्छा अच्छा। हाँ, एकदम परफेक्ट। क्या चल रहा है गाइस? एक्सपीरियंस ओपिनियन। कुछ भी चल रहा है। मेरे को चल रहा है क्या? कौन मर गया है? Hmm. I'm concerned. Oh no. Shook.
Here, but she's got no time against the 14-year-old Chinese wonderkin Lu Miao Yi. This looks like an interesting game. Faustino is
Okay.
he's down a pawn, but can he use his pawn? Like knight b6, knight c4. If he can get this knight into the pawn, he has great chances. But actually, why is this not? I think you're too slow because rook b1, right? So wait, knight b6, knight g3. Oh, computer wants knight d6 to cut off this jump. But you still have access to e4. Okay, what do you play? King c3? Okay, will we get rook d8 or not? Come on, Nish. Vinny blundered. Okay, my cousin Vinny is... Where's my cousin Vinny? My cousin Vinny plays rook c6. He sacks the rook, and he makes a big loss. Apparently, why? Takes, and just queen d6. What the heck is rook c6? See, and this is what happens when you have this. You have a random international master becoming the internet chess teacher. You see people just sacking the rook like complete idiots for no reason because they want to be like the cool kids. And it's very, very bad for the state of chess when such things happen. Very, very bad for the state of chess. You think you want to be really cool, you get sack a rook, and you're like a genius, but in fact you just lose the game. Careful the clips. I mean, obviously I'm joking. If someone wants to clip that out of context, like, fine, do that. I'm obviously joking. Like, come on. Chill. Jeez. So, computer actually wants black to ignore it and just check and play bishop d4. I mean, what is rook c6? That's just like an insane move. And actually, wow, Max Goriev's going to ignore the rook and go bishop d4. Wow. Hikaru, are you joking about the Joe? Valley Joe, yes, Valley Joe, the famous Spanish player. Although Valley Joe is very much like, Valley Joe is usually referred to an American. Anyway, yeah, bishop d4 is a very strong move here. Let's see if we get bishop d4 here. Max is just going to ignore it probably. If he plays bishop d4, like, that's bigly. That's a really, really impressive position to play bishop d4. No, but now he takes, okay. And now queen d6, queen c7. Probably one of these. There's not queen. Oh, but queen d3. Queen d3 winning or maybe a point. Why can't go c7 here? Because you take with me. But take c7. Is this? I guess this is winning. He took d3. Okay. Apparently this is not clean, by the way. But considering the time situation, I think the black. Why is it not clean? So takes. Knight g2. Why is it not clean? Shouldn't white just be losing? You got some tricks here. Oh, but then you got no. Oh, you got you. I mean, I think this game is over. I don't think with the time situation, Vinny can save this. Apparently, queen either is wrong, but the line I just showed you guys is not human. No way. No way. No way. Yeah, Vornerdam's going to win this game. We need another bet. We need another bet. Gukesh is better. I think Gukesh's game is going to be a draw, right? Like G5, H4. I mean, yeah, I mean, Gukesh is better, but even this, like, come on, let's be real. Like, even if you lose the pawn, this is a draw. Although this is a trickier draw, to be fair. But actually here, how do you save the pawn? Wait. How do you save this pawn? But this could get dangerous, actually. Like, this could get dangerous. Like, I could see this being dangerous, potentially, for white. Like, this could get very scary with the pawns. But actually, after h4 takes rook b5, what do you do? Maybe you can go here? And, like, king here? I mean... Yeah, because now you take and you have rook a. Yeah, this is a very simple draw. This should be, I mean, I assume Gukesh will play g6. This is my best guess. Something like g6, a4. Probably get g6, a4, check king f2, and then some kind of quick draw here. And g5 is the only move that gives black winning chance, or the only move that could lead to a spicy endgame. Vinny is better? No, he's not. You just go rook g8. Rook g8. You guys, anyone's asked about Levy, I already said, I'm pretty sure that it's clickbait, it's a joke for content, whatever clicks. I don't think it's real, but who cares? If it is, it is. But I highly doubt it just because I don't see Levy studying 12 hours a day. Plain and simple, I just don't see that happening. Knight d6, not the best move here, by the way. Getting a little bit tricky here. I mean, black is winning, but... Like, is the knight f4 lose to rook f3, right? Yeah, rook f3, okay. Yeah, bishop d4. Hare Krishna blundered? What? Wait, what? Where did he blunder? Why is the blunder? No, but you guys, this is a draw, though. We've been through this. This endgame is a draw. We've already been through this. This endgame is a draw. This endgame is still a draw. It's not a blunder. It's not, you guys. It's still a draw. Because rook f7 is the best move, and you just trade, and this is just a draw, as I explained earlier. No, this is just a draw. No, this is just a draw if you're effectively down one pawn here. Unless I'm missing, king f6 is the best move. No, you guys are trolling me. King f6 is the best move. If you don't trade the rooks, however... Yeah, if you don't trade the rook, black maybe gets real winning chances, though. Levy's game has already started, by the way, but we're going to cover this for sure. Levy's game starts in 6 minutes, so we're covering this. All right, let's move around. Okay, Vinny's game. Okay, it's still... I'm not convinced that that Vincent's not going to stay his game. He's getting a bastion here. He's going to get a bastion on e6, which guards the pawn with a pawn. Like, just the computer line is something like this. Like, rook g8, knight e6, you get this bastion. Oh, but it's winning, but... It's winning, but tricky. Go back to the other group. Let's take a look. Looks like Faustino's going to lose this game. Or maybe just because king e7 is... Rook a1, rook b4. Probably losing in the long run. Probably losing somehow. But maybe Faustino can get lucky and save the game. Let's go back. E5, epic fail. Epic fail from Vinny, or from Warner down. Yeah, because now it takes here, your rook is trapped. He goes here, I fork the rooks. No, this is... I mean, you're still better here after rook e7, but... Actually, you're maybe much better. You actually got a wooden shield. You're probably much better, especially with a 3v1 on the queen side. Yeah. I mean, you just sack the rook e7 with bishop e5, and probably you still should win this, but it's going to take quite a bit of work now. It's going to take a bit of work. Yeah, he'll go rook e7, of course, and bishop e5. Close up the center of the board. If you don't play rook e7 like you here, suddenly after knight e5, white is probably winning the game. Logical. With a 3v1 on the queen side, though, I think black should be winning. Warmerdam has siblings, and they're called the Warner Brothers. Yeah, exactly. Very funny. Yeah. I said before, but I don't think Levy needs coaching per se. I mean, it's not so much about coaching. But I think as far as Levy goes, since Levy's game started and we're talking about all these different topics, I mean, the way that I look at it is that if Levy is serious about coaching, he needs someone, and it's not me talking about myself, even though it probably sounds like it. He needs someone who basically understands the situation that he's in terms of like the time commitment that he can put towards chess without making big sacrifices. Because any sort of normal routine with chess where you're going to be studying is going to require many hours every day. Like, I mean, Nixon's a great guy. I think he's a pretty serious coach. But, like, any routine that you're going to do is going to have to be much more about, like, it's going to be about, like, cutting corners in a sense. Where you cut corners, you're cutting corners, you're figuring out how to maximize your time so you can do more in less versus, like, the traditional method of just, like, studying 6, 7, 8 hours every single day. So, like, yeah, I know he's not coaching anymore, but the point is that like, a traditional routine is going to be studying 6, 7, 8 hours every day. And Levy cannot do that without making massive sacrifices elsewhere. So that's why, like, I think it's more about, you need to find someone who understands more about, like, min-maxing than anything else. So that's what I would say it's mostly about. Yeah. Yeah. It's all about min-maxing. That's really what it's about. Well, do you know how to min-max? Of course I do, obviously. I'm a gamer. Of course I do. But thank you. And I think to be fair, it's very rare because there's basically no one who's going to teach you that way. No one can teach you that way because in chess that's not what happens. If you're trying to be serious about chess at like an IM level or above, you're going to be studying chess 8 hours a day. You're not going to be doing anything else. That's going to be your focus, 100%. That's going to be your focus. So, like, it's like you basically have to come up with, like, a novel approach to do it. So, anyway, 8 hours a day, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Apparently, knight c4 is a blunder. I don't know why. Computer wanted knight c5, knight c7. Was it knight c5, knight c7 it wanted? I wanted this and bishop e5. You're going to gobble the juicer. I know what he's looking for. He's looking to put the knight on e5. That's his idea, I guess. Or knight e3, maybe. But he also blockades the pawn. Now you can't push your p either. How difficult is knight f6 in Anisha's game? That's right. Anisha's game, they reach time control. Let's move around. Anish Didi. He has a position here after rook c7. Is she... Oh, knight f6 is the only move here? Whoa. I mean, you can definitely find it with 15 minutes on the clock, but it is not obviously intuitive. Wow, knight b6, that is some dirty stuff. Although even this is so cleanly drawn. h4 and king f3, yeah, you don't get the 2p. Because if you could get the 2p here, for example, with 2p, I guess it's still a draw, because you can move the king and push your pawn, but it could get dangerous. How am I doing content games at the same time? That's the secret sauce. But I basically, I guess the simple answer without going into specifics is I've sort of figured out what matters the most and how to basically study appropriately or study the right things in less time. That's the simple answer without going into specifics. I think for myself at least, I figured out a way where I figured out how, with much less time, to study things that actually matter. I don't know who would make a... I mean, I don't think... I mean, like I said, the problem with Levy or Levy's situation is that it's a very unique situation. The only other person who has any experience is me, literally. Because there's no other person who's making content full time and trying to play at a very high level. Basically, effective study. Yeah, I mean, the problem is a very unique situation. Because there's literally nobody else in the world who has any experience with that except for me. Like, there's literally no other person. No other person. Eric is not quite the same. So Eric is not making videos every single day. Anna Cramley does make videos, but the levels he's playing at is not comparable to either Levy or myself. And someone's probably going to clip that Sam being a dick or something, but that's just the truth. Like 2400 level versus 2200 level is very, very different. Very different. Because the openings that people have at 2200 are not even close to the same. So, that's the simple answer. Chess Bros, are they playing serious tournaments, you guys? Are they playing Are they playing serious tournaments? No, they aren't. They aren't playing serious tournaments, you guys. Yeah. But anyway, the point of the Hare Krishna blunder for real this time. Oh, he played rook. He did not trade the rook. Wow. I mean, to me, it's pretty obvious that this is a draw with King F3, King G3. My theory is that I was a super GM before being a streamer. That's actually true. Yes. I'm very surprised that Hare Krishna did not go for this endgame. I mean, I guess he must have thought this endgame is losing, but it's not. Like, you just go here, takes, and it's just a draw. I'm very surprised that Hare Krishna did not trade the rooks on F7. Very surprised. And for anyone who brings up topics, I've said this a million times before, and I'll say it again. You cannot compare lower levels. Every improvement you have at a higher level, it's like more and more work for less return. So someone who's 1,000, for example, they could very easily start playing online. I'm talking about 1,000 over the board. They could very easily study minimal amounts, just do tactics or other things, and go from 1,000 to like 15 or 1,600 very, very easily. So you can't compare across levels. It's not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing at all. And a lot of people consistently don't seem to understand that, which is kind of annoying. Like, you mentioned someone who's like, 2,000 or 2,100, who could become 2,200, 2,300. That's not actually very surprising. Anyway, back to the chess. Let's see what we get. Past 2,000 over the board is where chess becomes really rough. Yeah, past 2,000 over the board is where it really starts becoming a tough game. Mark Hyman's peak rating was much higher, you guys. There's so many qualifiers, but Mark Hyman's peak rating was already, I think, very much near 2,500. In fact, I'm so old that I remember Mark Hyman when he was a very talented junior. I remember when he was a very strong junior at like 15. That's how old I am. Let me look at his BD rating chart. Let me look at his chart. Okay, he had a big gap up. But see, look at Mark Hyman's. Actually, you guys can't see it, of course. I mean, yeah, his rating. I mean, I don't know his career. He stopped playing at 2020-ish. Actually, no, he stopped playing much younger. But he has a big gap up from 2459. But 2459, I guess what I would say about what I would say is just to use a rating range to look at it. Is if you're within two good tournaments of becoming a GM, basically, let's just say 2460. If you're within 2 good tournaments, it can happen just by pure luck even. But when you're 100, your peak is 80, 90 points below Grandmaster level. You're gonna need basically you're gonna need 4 or 5 great tournaments in a row if you're not at that level. But if your rating's 2460, you only need 2 good tournaments. That's all you need. You only need to get lucky twice. But, I mean, yeah, who knows what Hyman was doing, but I expect Hyman probably just spent 6 months and studied like a beast. Okay, let's get back to the game so while we're at it. There's a blunder? Why is this okay for white? To me, this just looks losing. This is really not winning? Oh, because you can go bishop e3. But then why can't you go bishop e3 right away? Also, h4 not an obvious move here, by the way. h4 not an obvious move. Why do we care so much about ratings? It doesn't really matter. No, they don't matter. But I'm saying that when you look at people who become GMs, you look at the exceptional people who've had like an unusual, like, what's unusual is the wrong way of putting it. Someone who's had like a surprising, they've gone like at an age past normal to become a GM. Usually their rating is much higher. Their peak rating is much higher. It's much closer than someone like Levy, usually. But like Eric Rosen, in my opinion, to use another example, Eric Rosen is someone who I think in classical chess is just clearly a better player than Levy. You look at his technique, his ability, his positional skills, much better than Levy, and even he's probably never going to get to GM, even though I think he's a lot closer in terms of skill level than Levy is. And he's not going to get to GM most likely either. I mean, John should have been a GM. I mean, Bartholomew should have been a GM. I mean, John should have been a GM. I mean, he should have been a GM. Like I remember John when he was younger. He should have been a GM. I don't know if he started doing chess or went to school or what it was, but I mean, he's like of like the streamer crowd. He should have been a GM. There's no doubt in my mind that John 100% should have become a GM. He should have been a GM. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, yeah. But you know, life, other things, they take over. Okay, let's move around. Faustino is Faustino saving this game? He is kind of saving it, right? Oh no, this is losing? Wait. Why is this winning? Oh, you build you build a wall. Apparently. Can someone get to a GM without playing as a child? In this day and age, no. No. If you don't, I would say the latest you can start chess, and this requires being like insane, is probably 10 or 11. Maybe 10 or 11. Maybe 10 or 11. I really don't think I would say any older than that, objectively. So, all right, let's keep going with the games. We have King F1 played in Frederick's game. Vaishali and Lu Miao Yi through. No real exciting games in the Challengers. Doesn't look like everyone's going to win. Faustino versus Frederick, last game remaining. So I guess we're mostly going to be covering Anisha's game. Prague as well. Yeah. Wait, what is this? Wait. Are you still losing here? Oh, you're losing because now the pawn gets too far up the board. This is actually important to note. Like, the reason that this endgame is a draw, or this one is a draw, is because the king is too close to the pawns here. So when black tries to run, let's set this up. When black, it should be like this. When black, no, actually it should be like this. Sorry. When black tries to run, your king is too close to the pawn. But now, if you try to trade the rooks with like this, you're not in time here. Because after here takes here, even g4 is winning. Because basically the black pawn is getting too far up the board. The pawn gets to g3, and now even if you try to sit here, it's black. Sorry. If you try to sit here, for example, now black is in time to start running. The king is way too close, and now you'll see the king is way too far. The pawn just rolls. So that's why you can't trade the rooks on c6 now. It only works if you get this specific iteration of it, where you have the king on g3. This is the only version down to where it's a draw. Although maybe not. Computer says this is still. Oh, maybe this isn't. Wait, maybe this is a draw. Computer's not giving a huge edge. Maybe you still get the king to g3 here. Maybe it's the same thing. You still get the king here, and you're going to be able to sack anyway. So maybe it is still a draw if you check and trade. Anish found knight f6. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay, let's pull up. Levy's game has started, right? Also, I think Levy's game has started too, so let's pull this up. Or not. Pull up Levy's game, refresh. Wait, why is Levy's game not started? Isn't Levy's game supposed to have started already? Wait, it's 12:30. Why is the game not showing? No, it's a 15-minute delay. The game was supposed to... Wait a second. Wasn't the game supposed to have started sooner? It's supposed to start at 12 p.m. Eastern. Huh? Are they not relaying the games or something now? Check out the unnamed site. Okay, I might. Okay, so we'll get Knight D5, Knight B6 here. Yeah, Knight D5, Knight B6, and this will be a draw. I'm pretty confident. Does Levy have the knowledge to be a GM? Absolutely he does. Absolutely has the knowledge to be a GM, but having the knowledge and performance are two different things. Like, just look at this Tata Steel tournament. It's a good example. You look at this game that Jordan Van Forest played today. I mean, he was playing a completely fine game against the number 2 player in the world, and he would have drawn this game, but then he made one ridiculously bad blunder, which cost him the game. If you look at Anish yesterday, played a perfect, literally a perfect game, doesn't play Knight G4, and loses in one move. So you could make the argument, well, why isn't Anish here the world champion, or why isn't Jordan Van Forest the number 2 player in the world? And it's because it's just because you have the knowledge that's not good enough. The actual knowledge itself isn't enough. So, anyway. So, where were we? Let's move around to the other games. I think Rook B6 only moved here, by the way. Go back to Arjun's game. Waiting for a move. So, anyway, let's see what we get here. King B4 is better than Rook takes G7. I mean, the way that I look at this game is that it's very easy with a computer, obviously. But if Arjun had seen this G4 idea of Rook G1, Rook G4 to laterally hold the juicer so he could activate the king, he would have won this game. I feel pretty confident. But it's not an easy idea to spot at all. Even I didn't see it right off. So I mean, basically, once Anish found King E4 and they found Rook E8 already here, I think it's very hard to win if you're not a computer. Like, King B4 here is just, I mean, I get that it's a good move objectively, but you walk into a 4. There's also King F. I mean, like, there's so many things. I mean, without knowing that the King B4 is the best move, I would say there's almost no chance you play King B4. Even with time, almost no chance to play it. I mean, I think it's almost impossible. Computer, just walk into the fork, fam. Yeah, just walk into the fork. No, for Hare Krishna, it's a draw if he trades the rooks on C6, by the way. I explained it earlier. You trade, and then you go King F2. I believe this is a draw, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see with the engine.